Welcome, folks and folkettes, or whatever the politically correct version of female folks might be, to XCU. We are your hosts, myself, PJ O'Keefe, this loud guy, Will Marmonti. But you knew that by now. How's it the volume coming, Will?
You know, it's fine, and I just like to be loud so people can get as much of me as possible because they only get to see me once a week.
I didn't ask you to explain yourself. We are geared to report to you all the XU sport headlines around campus with the utmost accuracy, entertainment, and proximity, hence extreme close-up.
Yeah,
we're
but
close.
I think the close-up means more like detail, not like
we're close up.
Not like we're close to them, because that's kind of creepy.
Proximize. That's not a real word. First things first, Will, what do you got from the Nauditorium here at Xavier's campus?
Did you try and combine auditorium and
that's what
nautical?
It's called an auditorium. That's where they swim.
Okay, well, the men's and women's swim teams closed out the regular season this past week at Ohio University, but unfortunately notching a trio of losses. The women fell to both Ohio and Kenyon College on the trip up north, while the men suffered the defeat only against the Kenyon Lords. That's right, they're the Kenyon Lords. I don't know what that is. However, what do they call their female teams? Because Lord's masculine, and that would be politically incorrect, which we don't approve of here on XCU. The Lordettes doesn't work. But no
call
need.
them the ladies. Just the straight up ladies.
The ladies. No need to be said about Kenyon College because no one really knows where they are. Nathan Green highlighted the day, picking up 2 first-place victories in the 200 and 500 freestyle, and his wins just now created. We just now gave him the Creation Swimmer of the Week. It's just now done here on Xavier News.
What?
I don't know. You said it kind of weird. When they've participated in the A10 Championships is when they will be swimming next in a couple weeks in Buffalo, New York. We'll provide matchups and seedings for the coming weeks for that because that's what we do here on XCU, inform, in proximity, which I think is ridiculous because it doesn't make sense.
I don't even know you today. In men's tennis, another Musketeer was awarded A10 Performer of the Week, this time it being Doug Matthews, who was a perfect 4-0 in singles and doubles action.
That was spelled weird.
Packed week against Eastern Kentucky and Chattanooga University down in Tennessee. This coming after the Musketeers pummeled both the Colonels and the Mocs. Yes, the Chattanooga Mocs. Another stunning and intimidating opponent mascot name this week.
I'd like us to play some schools with more intimidating names.
Normal mascot names? I mean, the Musketeers is a stretch, but at least it's cool.
Come on, people.
The Browns or, the Steelers. The men are now 3-3 in 2009 and will return to action tomorrow in Chicago, taking on DePaul University, staying in the Windy City until Sunday where they will face the Wisconsin Green Bay University tennis team. Women's tennis team also recorded a victory in their so far successful 09 year over Akron University. Women escaped winning 4-3, where Christy Plyman won the decisive 7th match, 2-1, in a decisive 6-4 third set. Helped the Lady Musketeers improve to 3-1 this year so far. Tennis team taking the league by storm.
Rawr.
Rawr. Or actually more like crash for lightning. Roar would be a bear.
Or swish, which is more Musketeers.
That works too, but we were talking about storms, not...
Your XU women's basketball team continues to impress the NCAA as they took on 2nd place in the A10 St. Bonnie's last week. With the help of the Phillips duo, Tashia and April, the Lady Musketeers rolled on the Bonnies 74-59. The Musketeers asserted their dominance yet again in the A10, remaining undefeated with showing their control over the boards, out-rebounding St. Bonnie's 50-22, including 21 offensive rebounds that led to 23 second-chance points. Tashia Phillips helped out with almost half of those, posting 21 boards as part of her double-double, while junior April Phillips added 13 to go along with her 15 points. The ladies head to Virginia to face a formidable Richmond opponent tomorrow and will host George Washington as the beginning of a 3-game homestand here at Cintas.
Your XU men's basketball team had a close call this past week against the University of Massachusetts as the Muskies' undefeated conference record came down to the wire. X pulled it out in a tough one, 82-80 over the Minutemen, with the help of Derek Brown matching his career high of 23 points. BJ Raymond added 22 of his own, and CJ Anderson upped his scoring as well to 19 in this high-scoring game. The Musketeers were down 3 with just 7 minutes to play, but BJ Raymond added one of his long-range shots to even the score. Musketeers never looked back, although UMass hung with them all the way. With just 12 seconds to play, UMass star guard Ricky Harris had a wide-open three-pointer in transition down in the bucket, but missed it long, and the Musketeers collected the rebound, hit their free throws, and walked away narrowly with the W. UMass forced a season-high 23 turnovers against the Musketeers. That really just can't happen anymore, Will. I'm not pleased with that game, even though we picked up a W, remain undefeated in the A10. 23 turnovers, unrealistic basketball.
I mean, winning is never easy in the A10 somehow for us.
Winning's never
we're
easy
undefeated,
anytime.
So you're right. Good job with the W, yeah, but we can't have 23 turnovers and expect to win in the A10 tourney, and let alone the
NCAA.
The NCAA. If we have 23 turnovers, we're going to get killed by those teams.
So, no chance.
That needs to step up. But hopefully, when Holloway heals fully, that'll improve. Because we need his ball
handling. It's a team effort, and it needs to stop. I'm mad.
Calm down. I can tell by the inflection in your voice. The Musketeers and their fans lived up to the hype of being one of the top venues in the country last night, making sure that their claim as the toughest venue in the country. During the 83-74 victory over the Owls, I apologize, the Muskies knocked down 11 three-pointers and held star Dante Christmas in check all night with the tenacious play of B.J. Raymond. The Musketeers played well and actually broke a press here, as shown. For the first time all year, we didn't get a turnover.
That's not statistical, but we've been bad on the presses.
And Redford hits the three. Also, he added 4 more three-pointers, and the Musketeers had a downtown onslaught. Derek Brown did his best to download to keep the Muskies in the game with 8 rebounds. And B.J. Raymond was the star yet again, scoring 20 points for the 4th consecutive game, looking like Tracy McGrady on his way dropping shots.
Watch this. Just takes it himself, B.J. Raymond, all alone, up at the top of the key. Does a very good job. He's really come along as a star player and is making his own shots. He doesn't even really need to get the screens that Xavier does so well. NBA bound at some point. Gotta be, at least.
Shot alone.
Good job, Beach.
Great. Anyways, with the win, the Musketeers improved their winning streak this year to 11, and they're streaking against A10 opponents here at home to 20, which I think furthers our EA ranking as a tough place to play.
It's partially why we were voted finalists. We've done a very good job in the Cintas Center, and we continue to do so.
Keep it up, everybody. The Muskies haven't lost during conference play in Cintas since the 06 against the Billikens when they had our number that year. X will head on a 2-game road trip coming up, heading to Duquesne tomorrow night, and then a big game against hopefully then future-ranked Dayton on Wednesday. Xavier will most likely be moving up in the national rankings as well, with 2 of the top 10 teams suffering losses this week. And your Musketeers look to keep their unbeaten record in the A10 alive in the coming week. That's it for us. There's some ice left outside. We're going to go skate on it with Lucy and Lauren, maybe push them over because they stole a couple of our sports stories this week. Yeah, there's an awful lot of sports stories in news. We're going to let it fly for now. Tune in next week for your continued expert coverage with the best sports experience on campus on Extreme Close-Up, the letter X. See you guys.